Ever since I was a young child, I always found that taking care of people or making them feel good made me feel good. So when I'm not working on somebody, or I say working, but it's not a work, it's a passion. My grandmother used to say, it's not what you know, it's how much you care. And people don't care how much you know until they know how much you've cared. CranioSacral Therapy benefits everybody from infancy to elderly. We are in a state of imbalance through stress. So to balance that stress out, CranioSacral Therapy provides it from the core.
With Cheryl, it's that trust relationship that when she puts her hands on me, on my head, on my body, the whole thing, she feels what I feel. Like no one else can possibly understand what my neurosystem feels like except for her. It is amazing.
If somebody came up to me and asked me, what is CranioSacral Therapy? I would merely say that it is a light touch technique that facilitates a balancing of the cerebral spinal fluid. When it comes to CranioSacral Therapy, it's recognized in the medical field as either a neuromuscular rehab or a soft tissue mobilization. For somebody that doesn't know about CranioSacral Therapy, it's usually referred to as massage. And that's how people know me. They know Cheryl as a massage therapist, but they know me as an advanced craniosacral therapist because that's the field I've specialized in.
The field of craniosacral therapy, like any other field, has degrees in it. There are those who are basic and those that are middling and those that are of gifted qualities. Cheryl clearly is a gifted therapist. Her abilities will help anyone who comes to her of good heart and of good mind to expand their understandings of themselves and of the world and how their physical body reacts to all that is around them. This is a very special kind of ability that will help a person get centered rather than have their energy scattered or, as an occasion in me, shut down. She can help the individual help themselves to open up. She is an advanced, trained therapist.
CranioSacral Therapy provides a calm, relaxed state of mind and a balanced body. From there, everything operates better. If you have a brain and a spinal column, chances are that cerebral spinal fluid is needing a little attention. When the cerebral spinal fluid isn't bathing our brain as completely and fully as its rhythm allows it to, we get tired, we get dizzy, we can get imbalanced, we have many different disabilities that take place from not having a complete proper flow of cerebral spinal fluid.
My husband's son was having terrible bouts of vertigo, and his doctor wanted to put him on medications that had some really not too pleasant side effects. And we went and picked him up, and Peter carried him into Cheryl's, and she spent I don't know how long with Danny. And the long and short of it is she was able to take away his vertigo without any kind of intrusive operations, without putting him on any specific medications with side effects. And what is better than that?
When a person comes to see me, the one thing that they can expect is to relax, to feel rested, to feel calm. Expect to be listened to and to be heard. Expect not to have anything done until they feel like they're ready to receive and that they understand. It's important to me and to my clients to know that they're safe. CranioSacral Therapy lends itself to facilitating not only a physical release and relaxation, but an emotional release and relaxation.
Working with Cheryl, being an open person that she is and comfortable to be around, there's an emotional aspect to the therapy as well. I remember the first time when she was performing the therapy on me, I felt like this intense release of emotion partway through where I can't really describe how it felt, in words, but it was almost like all my tension was coming out in my emotion.
The one thing that I tell all my clients is that you have to trust the healing process. The body is intelligent, and the brain is the command center. For people that have been in discomfort for a long time, it might take more than 1 or 2 visits. So when you're receiving craniosacral therapy, there's many changes that are happening within a 24 to 48 hour period after treatment. I tell people to stay hydrated, make sure you're nourished, and I trust your feelings. Those feelings are coming up for a reason. When we take time for those feelings, we get the understanding between our brain and our body. And then it's satisfied and the pain will go away.
Well, I'm rather amazed that somebody finally has been able to help me out. I mean, that's basically it. I had a lot of pain, especially at nighttime, and when she worked on me, that pain was alleviated. I mean, I've been through and seen so many different people and attempted so many different cures, and she is the one that's helped me the most. And that encompasses probably about 20 years of trying to get this issue resolved.
The light touch is about the weight of a nickel. And when you touch someone that lightly, you feel the surface of their skin. There's a density, there's a softness. But the membrane of the craniosacral system is actually a 3-layer membrane, and it houses the cerebral spinal fluid. The ability to feel those 3 membranes through a light touch takes a very precise, refined sensitivity.
In describing Cheryl, I have the utmost respect for her knowledge of the physiology of the human body and how the dural tube rhythms interact, but I have my greatest respect for her gift in how she approaches using her knowledge and really listening to both what I've had to say and what my body has told her.
What I'd like people to do is to trust me. Ask me about craniosacral therapy. Call me at Cranial Connections. I will show you what your cerebral spinal fluid feels like. I will answer all those questions and find out for themselves what craniosacral therapy is about. But to understand that it's an actual physiological system in your body that can be felt, that lends itself to learning more about yourself, both personally and physically, so that as you're going through life and you're dealing with unexplained problems or pain or imbalances or inabilities, the craniosacral therapy might be that key to get you either out of your funk or out of your pain or sleeping better. The shortest distance between 2 points is an intention, and my intention is to make a world a better place by helping people find that inner peace.